Above all, don't lie to yourself. The man who lies to himself and listens to his own lie comes to a point that he cannot distinguish the truth within him or around, and so loses all respect for himself and others. And having no respect, he ceases to love. A quote that has been written by a Russian novelist, Fyodor Dostoevsky. Ever wonder what would happen if we came to a point where we could not pick the lie from the truth? Or worse still, the truth from a lie. And so, once upon a time. Those were the early days of the KGB. The world had become a dangerous place, and after the nuclear bomb, and then after the war ended, the icy relationship between Russia and the West made for another kind of war, where spies would be the soldiers on the field. Colonel Mikhail Chernenko knew that he had to have the best trained agents, men and women who could speak the languages of the West, strategize, analyze, and more importantly, lie about the credentials with panache. If a Russian spy was pretending to be born and bred in England, then he would have to convince everyone that he was indeed an Englishman. Couldn't be caught with his pants down, if that was an English phrase. The selection of the candidates and the training was going splendidly. The Bureau was really pleased. However, there was a problem in one area: the lie detector test. No one could seem to pass the test with any degree of satisfaction. This was turning out to be a worrisome situation. If any of their agents were caught, they would surely be put through the test. The way it was going, it could end up spelling disaster for the entire program. The colonel had a problem at hand, and something had to be done. It was after 2 shots of vodka and his favorite roast duck that he struck upon an idea. He needed Dr. Kryslinsky, the authority on behavioral science at Moscow University. There was someone who could help him out. It was Dr. Kryslinsky. The colonel and the doctor met at the KGB dacha a few hundred miles out of Moscow. The colonel explained the problem to the doctor and impressed upon him the importance of his agents passing the lie detector test. It was imperative to the success of the entire spy program. Explain to me how the lie detector works, Colonel. The doctor took his pen and a pad with ruled lines that he always used. It's a new machine. They have a way of monitoring your heartbeat and a pulse, along with a few other vital signs, while they ask you questions. When a subject lies, the pulse quickens, and sometimes so does the heartbeat. The body gives the lie away. Colonel watched the doctor smile as he took notes. A very clever machine, the doctor said, admiring the invention. May I take a few days to think about this and get back to you with a solution as soon as I can? The colonel gave the doctor a few days, but asked him to put his problem on the top of his heap of priorities. Who would you say is your most promising agent? The doctor sat in the colonel's office near the Red Square a week after they had met at the dacha. That would be Elena Romanovsky. The colonel did not have to think a lot. She was quite easily his best bet. So, this is what I want your men at the KGB to do. The doctor began to outline his plans. Make Elena a cover story, that she's the wife of a French painter, which would be me. Give her the background story that you people generally do, everything from the day she was born to this day. And then I would like to take her for a holiday to London. The colonel found the request most odd, but did not find the point in arguing. He knew that Dr. Kryslinsky had something in mind. Everything was arranged as the doctor had asked, and within another fortnight, both the doctor and Elena flew away as man and wife for a holiday to England. A month and 2 days later, Elena was subjected to a lie detector test and she passed with flying colors. The colonel was flummoxed. How had the doctor managed it? Once you know human beings, you know that it's quite simple, the doctor explained. When people keep repeating a lie again and again, it becomes truth for them. They actually begin to think what they are saying is evidently the whole truth. But we made them lie every day, all day, and yet they failed, the colonel said, surprised. That's where the holiday comes in. Humans need to feel that the lie they are saying is being believed. Your instructors knew the truth, and your agents knew the truth, so the lie remained a lie. But when Elena began to lie in London, and when she saw people were believing in a story, she began to believe in it too. The colonel smiled slowly while the doctor made a final point. Humans use strangers to make the lie into a truth for themselves. People need other people's beliefs to believe in themselves. That's, unfortunately, the pain and the boon of being a social animal. The KGB did field some of the best agents in the history of the Cold War.